Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Sistas. This is season 2, episode 6, and it was titled The Chase. Alright, y'all, before I jump into this recap review, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And if you end up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. Child, this day. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't try to do that intro about 5-6 times. That's the best y'all gonna get. Cause I swear, this day, it started off good and then it just, this is where we at. Anyway, let's jump into this episode. This episode was, I'm hoping some more stuff is going like pop off or something, but it really wasn't giving what I thought it was going to give, and this is where we're at right now. And then why do I feel like we are beyond episode 6? It feels like we should be like on episode 15 or something like that. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. Anyway, it opened up where it left off at last week, where Aaron was in Karen's living room talking about something he want to make love to her, and she like, but you sure you want to make love to me? Yes, I just want to make love to you, girl. But I don't want you to, look, I'm sober. And all I could think about is making love to you. I mean, I don't really want you. Then he just starts slobbing in the mouth like that and stuff like that. So he quieted her up. She was like, but I don't want you to, I don't want you. I was like, girl, shut up. Just let the man tongue you down. Damn. So she finally do. And so then it was a whole lot of bow chickie wow wow going on. It was Fatima and Zach bow chickie wow wow. And this time he had her bent over in the bed, child. And then there's the bow chickie wow wow with Karen and Aaron. He was munching, and then like it was a lot of bow chickie wow wow, and then the hitting or whatever, what's the opening, the whatever the shit called, I can't think of what it's called right now, that shit come on interrupting all the bow chickie wow wow. I said, well, what? The intro, that's what it's called, child. The intro came in and interrupted everything. I was just like, whatever. And then the next thing we see, Karen and post-coital all laying on them and stuff, talking about something, I was in outer space or something, I was in the heavens. I saw Jesus. He was like, well, I did bump your head against the headboard a couple times. I said, Lord, now she got a concussion. He didn't concuss her. That's a damn shame. But, he said he loved it and stuff like that, and because he was like, I think she asked him, did you like it or whatever. No, she was like, I should be asking you how you liked it. And he was like, well, 1, I loved it. 2, once I go home and pray, repent, I'm gonna feel better. I said, who says that? No, now you just made her feel all horrible because she ain't really want you to have sex with her because you was all celibate and shit, and now you done had sex with her. Now she feeling like, OMG, like what had happened? He was like, no, before you get all psycho on me, girl, I wanted it. I wanted to do it. I wanted to make love to you. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. And so then she was like, well, why did you want to make love to me? So then he was about to answer. And then he started looking around like it was cameras in the room or some shit. I mean, it was, but, But so then he was like, well, I got to go. I got to be somewhere. I forgot I got to be somewhere. I got to be somewhere. And he was like, I'm going to call you. Started kissing on her and stuff like that. And she looking like, well, what the fuck? He was like, I heard that. And he left out. So then we see Maurice and Calvin, child. Pointless scene. Obviously, Calvin got busy with the girl that he saw at the bar he met, or, he just liked to have sex with from time to time, a little booty call. He hugged Maurice and told Maurice that he was proud of him. Of course, Maurice got to be extra, putting his leg all... I said, what the hell? So... Calvin like, no, man, I'm telling you I'm proud of you because I heard you in the living room talking to dude who stole all my money and shit, and, you had let him go. I said, why would, So, you was in your room with old chick. You heard Maurice in the living room talking to Q, the dude who stole all your money out your account. Either it was $1 or $500, he stole all your money out your account. And you just listen to them talk, and you proud of Maurice for letting the guy go. Even still, I don't care if you got your money back or not. It's the principality. Like, he stole from you. And you excited? Man, when the dang people be stealing money out my account and over there, and God knows who, because they be hiding that shit, I'll be mad. I'll be ready to find them, even though I get my money back. It's the principality. Why are you stealing from me? Like, get a job. If these hackers and stuff will use their brain for good, they could make billions. I just don't understand it. But at any rate, Calvin was proud of Maurice because he let Q go. And then he said he had heard around the town that the reason why Q steals because his parents put him out when he was 14. Maurice like, that man about 30. He was like, he 24. He been hustling for about 10 years and stuff like that. So all he know is stealing. That ain't no damn excuse. Like, all that time you could have got you a job and stuff like that, sir. Like, no. So at any rate, they do some little, you know how Maurice get all with the, well, I just want to have sex with you, make love to you, you know, I have your babies and stuff. And then, child, at one point, Maurice was dripping sweat. I said, why is it hot in there? I mean, Calvin's nipples was giving me like it was cold in the room, but Maurice sweating was giving me that it was hot. Like, which one was it? Which one was it? But anyway, that was it for them, child. We see Gary on the phone. So Gary in the kitchen. Mind you, he living with, Andi, because he ain't got no place to stay. Even though he got all this money, he couldn't get his own apartment. Even if it was in the same building as Andi, he couldn't get his own apartment. Oh, okay. But anyway, so he in the kitchen. So he on the phone, right? He on the phone. He's talking. Oh yeah, yeah. Andi come out. He like, all right, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. All right. He hang up the phone. I said, And so she was like, hey, how you doing? And then she want to apologize to him. I'm saying, what you apologizing for, Andi? You ain't do nothing wrong, but whatever. So she started questioning him like, well, what time you get up this morning? And yada, yada. He was like, oh, I got up, at 4 a.m. I went to the gym. I said, that's when you used to meet Andi. Because I remember from episode 1, because I thought they was a couple, but they really wasn't a couple. They was just sneaking around. He used to get up to go to the gym at 4 a.m. to see Andi. So she thinking, oh, this nigga cheating. So he like, well, I got to go to work and stuff like that. She like, oh, okay, well, I got to go to work too. And at first I was like, well, how you going to work, Andi, in your little silky pajamas? But that was her suit. I said, oh, okay. Okay. So anyway, she like, well, who was you on the phone with or whatever? Oh, no, because she said, like, we want her to talk about this. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm talking about what went on last night with my therapist today. So she was like, well, that wasn't who you was on the phone with. He was like, no. So she was like, well, who was you on the phone with? Now, instead of him saying, I was on the phone with Barbara, or I was on the phone with Bob, or, Leroy or somebody, he like, well, why you want to know? That's suspicious. I said, why he acting all cagey? Like, what you hiding, Gary? So then she was like, well, I just want to know. He was like, well, you not jealous? Are you jealous? I just asked you a question or whatever. He was like, so we both doing this right now? We both doing this right now. So because I ain't have sex with you last night, you thinking that what? I mean, you used to get up in the morning at 4 a.m. and see another chick. I mean, you used to see me on your wife. Like, you got a habit of cheating and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, so you know how I feel when somebody do something to you. Oh, okay. She was like, I ain't do nothing behind your back. Okay, you was the one who was cheating. And I'm like, well, Andi, you was the mistress. Like, don't forget, you was the person he was cheating with. Like, so you was wrong too. But who is me? So he was like, well, what you did in the past and stuff. She was like, I ain't do nothing behind your back. And he was like, So they going back and forth and stuff, talking about something that don't make you feel good or some shit. She was just like, what? So then he was like, well, I gotta go to work. So then he went in the room. She was still standing out in the kitchen and stuff. So then his phone was right there. She was looking at it. I said, Andi, you gotta do all that, girl. You don't need to be with him. But she ain't opened up the phone. She just picked it up, put it back down and stuff. He come out the room and he picks his phone up and goes back, texting and stuff like that. She looking like, really? He just really gonna do that? And then she headed off to work. So we see Zach. So this scene ain't really make too much sense to me, the beginning of the scene, I shall say. Because he's sneaking out the room. But she was standing in the kitchen. So he talking about something. He thought she was still in the room of the bed. I'm like, really? And next she said, you don't know my body from some stuffed pillows? Like, sir, come on now. You ain't see It wasn't about, come on. He was like, oh yeah, I mean, I know that body. I want to try to sneak out. I got some errands to run or something like that. I'm going to handle it. She was like, all right, want to handle your business. He was like, trying to give her a kiss. She was like, we ain't finna do all that or whatever. So he like, well, I gotta do errands, stuff like that. She was like, no, because he was like, well, I gotta work tonight. She was like, look, don't do that. If you want to see me, see me. If not, then do you. He was like, don't say you want me to do me because you don't really mean that or whatever. She was like, yeah, no, I don't mean that. However, you're not fitting to get my heart or whatever like that. Because I heard that you like to get hearts or some shit like that. He was like, you sound just like Karen. What hearts I got? What hearts do I got? She was like, lower your voice. Lower your voice, okay? Because you them type of dudes who be getting people's hearts and taking women's hearts and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. You will never get mine. And he was like, are we serious? Yes, I'm dead ass serious. So then they going through this whole thing. And then he calling her crazy. And she like, yeah, because it's niggas like y'all that made us like this or whatever. And then he go on out the acting like he about to fight behind the door and stuff like that. And then he left out the house, out the apartment, child. Anyway, we see Bree, she working. Because like somebody said in the comments, that bank stay closed, stay empty. That bank stay empty, child. At least they can have a couple extras up in there just sitting around or something, child. But that bank is the emptiest bank I've ever seen. So she working. She get a call from her supervisor. So she on the phone. Yeah, no. Oh, I know. Well, I had sent him home and I suspended him or whatever. No, it won't be a problem. So obviously she's talking about the incident that happened with Jacoby and Calvin. So, child, while she on the phone, tell me how Jacoby walking in the bank, going behind the counter like he finna clock in for work. I'm like, dude, you were suspended. Like, now, I don't know a lot about suspensions from jobs and stuff like that. I mean, I do know about suspensions from school don't worry about all that. But I know when you suspended, you don't go back to job or school, whatever. You stay there until your days is up. So if they say you suspended for 2 days, a week, you come back in 2 days or you come back in a week. You know what I'm saying? You don't come back the next day thinking you working. But Jacoby, he a little special. And so he came back to work. So Bree looking like, Jacoby, I need to talk to you. So he come in the office and Maurice looking like, what's going on there? So he go in, he like, look, I apologize, Bree, for what happened yesterday or whatever like that. And, I just want to start fresh and stuff. She was like, oh, okay, that's cute and everything, but what are you doing here? So he was like, well, you're not going to work. She was like, but you were suspended. So he like, yeah, but I need this job though. Okay, but you were suspended, okay? And I just told my boss that I sent you home and suspended you. So therefore, you can't be up in here right now. So then he looking like, but dude came at me or whatever. So she was like, look, your services are no longer needed here or whatever. We're going to have to let you go. He gonna alter. That was your dude. So that you, your dude came at me. So I'm fired or whatever like that. You can't fire me like that. I need this job. Okay, but you got to go. We letting you go. So then he get up all huffy puffy. He grab his stuff. He storms out and leaves. So Maurice still looking like, what the hell happened? So of course he run over there to Bree in her office and was like, what happened? She was like, I had to let him go. She was like, what? You let my baby daddy go? Or whatever like that. She like, Maurice, like, get it together. So he want to show us that he lost the weight. His waist is snatched, child. So anyway, he started praising God, talking about something. Jacoby wanted his job. Now he got his job and Jacoby don't got his job. I said, Maurice, that was only your head because Jacoby wasn't trying to come for your job. You thought that because you was out of work for a couple days, like, boo-bye. But anyway, he's dancing. He doing a little praise dance, child. When he got in the lobby, the bank lobby, I swore he was about to do a damn death drop. I said, it's not that serious. Go, just go back. And of course, the bank was empty. So then we see Rodeo. He hit it out. He kisses Boo goodbye. She hop out, call Bree up. She wanted to thank Bree for, talking her off the ledge and stuff like that. But she did say that she wants more from Rodeo. She just don't want him to be talking about cows all the time and stuff like that. She wants them to be more compatible. And that's understandable because you just don't want to be on one page with somebody. You want to be in the whole goddamn chapter and stuff like that, in the whole book or whatever. So she just wants them to have some more compatibility and stuff. And she don't want him to move out the house, but she don't want him to be in the house. She's talking about something. Maybe he could take a little field trip or something. I said, girl, not a field trip. But anyway, Bree tells Danny, like, look, can we talk to Karen? Because we got to talk to Karen or whatever. Maybe we can all go to lunch together and stuff like that. And then she notices Zach is in the bank. So she was like, Danny, do Zach got a bank account or something like that? She was like, no. She was like, well, he is at my bank, at my counter or whatever like that. Here go Danny. Girl, he finna rob y'all. I said, she's so stupid. So she going, Danny, of course, like, will give us the tea and stuff like that. So she hang up. We see Maurice talking to Zach. So apparently Maurice don't know Zach or whatever. But as long as he's known the girls, I don't understand why he just ain't know Zach or whatever. And especially, wasn't he... No, maybe Maurice didn't know Zach's name when it came to the whole credit card thing. I don't think so. But anyway, Zach opening up a bank account. And I'm like, you don't do that at the counter. You do that with the little bank manager or the little people in the little booth. But who is me? Anyway, he opened up a bank account. He put $20,000 in his bank account. Then he wanted to tell Maurice that, you know, he want to put all of the money that he got in the bank account on his stock. So Maurice was like, well, you sure you want to do that? Because if you do that and then it, you know, goes south, then that's all your money or whatever like that. So he was like, well, just put, how much do I have to keep the bank account open or whatever? He was like, well, you got to keep 100 in there. He was like, all right, well, just leave 100 in there and put the rest on this stock. So he was like, all right. The funny thing was that Zach only had a library card and his driver's license as proof to open up the damn account. I said, not the library card. What was we doing with the library card? So Maurice, of course, was clowning him. And then he was clowning the Velcro wallet. I said, that is kind of childish, but whatever. So Maurice goes to the bag to put the money on the stocks and stuff. I don't know what he did in the bag, child. But he was going to put 19990 on the account, back there on the account. So, well, not 990, 19,900. Child, woo, I told y'all, I'm not all here today. So he put that on the account. Bree come out the office and was like, hey, Zach. And so he like, Sabrina. And he real ice cold with it or whatever like that. Then he finally realized, like, oh shit, this is your bank. She was like, yeah, this is my bank. We in the hub of everything or whatever like that. He was like, well, I should have went to Stone Mountain. So then she like, well, why wouldn't you come here, whatever? Because he like, because you always running your mouth. Don't tell Karen what I'm doing here, whatever. She was like, well, that's against the law. He was like, the law ain't never stopped you before. I know how you is. So don't say ish, blah, blah, blah. So she like, I'm not going to say nothing. He was like, you know what, matter of fact, because I think she said, well, you could go to a different bank. And he was like, well, you know what? Matter of fact, I am. So then he called Maurice up there. Maurice got the receipt with the bank transfer that he didn't put in the stocks and stuff like that. And he was like, well, look, I want my money back. I need you to go ahead and reverse all that. He was like, well, if we do that, you're not going to get your money back for about a couple of days. He was like, are you serious? So then he finally was just like, all right, whatever, fuck it. So then he leaves out the thing. So Bree was like, well, what was he doing here? So Maurice was like, well, he wanted to open up a bank account and he had about $20,000 in the account. She like, $20,000? Where he get that from? Like, what is going on? So Maurice like, is he doing some shady shit, girl? And so she like, I don't know, but what else did he have you do? So he was like, he had me put all his money on this stock that I looked up that is about to, you know, go south or whatever. And so she was like, oh, for real? So she was like, damn, what is he doing? What is he doing? So she was like, well, look, just keep this between us or whatever. Maurice like, well, you know, I can keep a secret, girl. I can keep a secret and stuff. I said, Maurice, you can't hold water. So then he started clowning the library card, talking about something. He had a windbreaker wallet, girl, a windbreaker wallet. I was cracking up. Anyway, we see Andi. She at work and stuff. Tell why she walked to Fatima's office to knock on Fatima's door to tell Fatima that she needed to come in her office and talk. I said, you couldn't have picked up the phone and like push one and no? Okay. So she in the office, so she basically want to know what's going on with Fatima. Fatima want to know what was going on with Andi. So they said they was going to link up at lunch and chat about it. So then Fatima goes to do some work and stuff like that, get a client bag and stuff. Bree calls Andi, tells Andi, look, we having lunch at noon. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts. Because Andi was like, well, look, girl, I'm busy. I don't really want to. So she was like, look, you need to talk. You and Karen need to hash it out. Y'all need to get this shit off your chest, yada, yada, yada. She was like, all right, bet. Well, I'm bringing Fatima. She was like, no, you not. She was like, but no, that would be messy and you're not fitting to do that. So she was like, all right, whatever. I'll see y'all later. So she hung up the phone. At the airport, we see Danny. She get a call from Bree, and Bree is telling Danny to that they having lunch and to call Karen because Karen is not answering Bree's calls based on that she came to her house in the middle of the goddamn night talking to her about some Andi. So back at the office, we see Fatima. She comes to the office and she like, girl, did you see the new client? Child. So Andi like, well, what about Zach? Zach who? So Fatima like, well, girl, let me help you with your stuff. Like, what you need to carry up in there or something. She was like, girl, I don't. She was like, I want to see him again. I got to escort you in there. So she go in there. Child, he was cute. And Fatima just like, I said, girl. Andi like, girl, you could go. Oh, okay. I'll be close by. I was cracking up. So anyway, they was talking about the client that came, I think like in episode 3. I don't know. But the one Fatima was ragging on, talking about he a gardener and he don't got nothing. And he want to take all his wife money and yada, yada, yada. So that's the client they talk about. And then the cute lawyer, he representing the wife. So basically the wife don't want to settle. So Andi don't want to settle. So they going back and forth. But it was real cute and stuff like that. He called Andi beautiful. She was like, yes, I'm beautiful and engaged. She was like, okay, no doubt. He lucky. She was like, don't doubt it. I said, okay, Andi, all right. So then he ends up leaving and stuff like that. And then she goes to Fatima office and was like, girl. She was like, yeah, he fine, girl. I told you he fine, girl. So then she was like, yeah, he cute or whatever. But if he hold him off for a day or whatever. She was like, why? She was like, because I think the wife want to settle if he flew all the way in here, because he was from the UK. So if he flew all the way in here, they must want to settle or whatever. She was like, all right, girl, all right. But you know how I feel about that client you representing. He is piss poor, trying to take women for all that money. I can't stand no man who be trying to use women or whatever. I said, girl, what about Zach? Whatever. So then she ends up saying that she need a rain check on the lunch that she had set up with Fatima, talking about some, I gotta go hang out with the girls. So then Fatima was like, oh, she was like, I mean, you part of the girl circle, but it's just, she was like, I understand. It was real awkward because they had already included Fatima in on some stuff. And now since it's a problem between Karen and Fatima, for why, I don't understand, but it's a problem between them two. And the issue should be with Zach because he wanted to bounce between coochies and shit like that. But who is me? Anyway, it was real awkward. And you could see Fatima felt some type of way about it. But she probably won't say shit. At the salon, Karen, she all bouncy and stuff. She all happy. Have a good day, girl. Have a good day. Because she just got some good D. So, Pam noticing like, you mad with Zach again, girl? She was like, no, ain't nobody meet with no Zach. Okay, because I'm just wondering, girl, because you so happy around here, and I'm just trying to figure out why you so happy. She was like, look, you need to stop being so damn nosy or whatever. She was like, and don't be telling nobody I was with Zach. Okay, I won't. If you do, I'm gonna be telling them that you was up in here with a stranger. She was like, yeah, girl, but he my boo now. Oh, for booty call at. I mean, that's how it work out sometimes. That's how it works out sometimes. I was like, girl, she funny. So Danny ends up calling Karen and telling Karen that they was having lunch at noon and stuff like that, and Andi was going to be there and stuff. Karen ain't really put up a fight because, again, she got that good D. So Danny was like, you was with Zach again? She was like, no, here go Pam. That's what I had asked her. I was cracking up. So she hang up. Danny goes over and sees Zach at the bar. So he looking at the news and he looking at the stock market. He's talking about, I'm looking at the markets. She was like, the stock market with a T. So he was like, just go away. So in the stock market, child, that stock then plummeted. I said, so that lady ain't had no inside, nothing. And I was thinking too, like if she was divorcing the husband, why would the husband give her a tip on some good stock? He was hoping that she would lose all her money. That because when she had $50,000 or some shit, so he was hoping that she put that $50,000 in that stock, and then that stock would plummet, not gain any income. And I don't understand why she ain't think of that, or why Zach ain't think of that. Like, hello, how the husband gonna help you get rich? Girl, bye. Especially if he was trash like she said he was. Now, if he was a good husband and all that other stuff, then yeah, he wanted to come up, you know, be great and live your life, boo. But he was trash. So why would you think trash would help you out? Anyway, the stock market plummeted, child. It was just like, it was up here, then it was, I said, damn, he done lost all his money. He got $100 though. He got $100. Anyway, we see, of course he mad. So we see Bree. So Bree going over there to Maurice, telling Maurice that he going to lunch. I mean, she going to lunch or whatever. Child, why Jacoby coming here? I was looking like, do this nigga got a bomb, a gun? Like, the fuck? Like, why is he back in the bank? Maurice like, you need help, girl. She was like, no, I got this. I can handle this. You sure? Because he look mad. He look batshit crazy in the eyes. I said, yes. Yes, he do. You should have called the cops. So she like, well, what are you doing here? Jacoby. He was like, I'll never be gone. I'll never be gone. And so she was like, huh? He was like, I can't believe you really fired me, Sabrina. How could you fire me or whatever? And she was like, well, you shouldn't have been fighting him or fighting at all. She was like, anybody. Like, you just shouldn't have been fighting like anyone. Like, hello, this is your job. Walk away or whatever. And he like, I know why you doing this to me. Like, what am I doing or whatever? She was like, look, you just need to leave. He was like, no, I'm not leaving or whatever. She was like, I'm sorry, you know. He was like, well, I know you sorry. And I know why you fired me. Because you want me. I said, huh? So Bree was looking all confused. She was confused. I was confused. He's talking about something. That's it. That's what it was. You wanted me. And because I wouldn't sleep with you, you gonna do this. I said, huh? What? But you had one, huh? So then she, like I said, she was looking confused as hell. And he said, like, you fired me because of that or whatever, because you want me. And then this fool getting loud. I said, ain't nobody in the bank, sir. I can understand. At least at that scene, they should have had some extras because he yelling. Talking about Sabrina, I forgot her last name. You wanted me, and that's why you fired me, because you wanted me to sexual harassment. You wanted me. You did that to me. I said, but ain't nobody in here. Ain't nobody in here. So why are we yelling? So anyway, he said he gonna sue the bank and get her ass fired, child. I said, and that's how it pretty much ended. I said, child. And you could tell that Jacob, this probably wasn't the first time Jacoby did this. I feel like, was he working at a bank before this? Because if he was working at a bank before this, I feel like he has done this before. He sees somebody or sees a woman that he's attracted to, and then he press up on them, be thirsty as fuck. The woman don't want him no more. Something end up happening at the job, and then he do this. So I'm sure if they look up in his background or something like that, it's going to be a pattern of this happening, because this can't be the first time. This can't be the first time. This can't be the first time. Anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all felt about it down there in them comments, because that ending was a hot ass mess. And again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all, and then hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos, and also hit that thumbs up button and the share button. I think that's it. I will talk to y'all in the next video. Until next time, peace.